Chumash for Shlishi, Tuesday, page 18 in the Chayenu. It's a very short Chumash. So yesterday we saw Yosef bringing his two sons to Yaakov before Yaakov passes, so that Yaakov can give them a blessing. And Yosef arranges that Menashe, who's the older son, and Ephraim, who's the younger son, that Menashe should get the right hand of Yaakov, the stronger hand, signifying the greater blessing, and Ephraim, the younger son, should get the left hand, the lesser blessing. We said Yaakov,
the opposite.
And he went like that, and he put the right hand on the younger son. So Yud Zayin, verse 17. Vayar Yosef ki yashus aviv yad yamina al reish Ephraim vayer beinov. Yosef saw that his father had placed his right hand on the head of Ephraim. Vayer beinov, and it displeased him. It displeased that the younger son got the blessing. Yismach yad aviv. So Yosef held up his father's hand, to remove it from the head of Ephraim, al reish Menashe, and put it onto the head of Menashe. Rashi Yud Zayin says, "Vayismach yad aviv." He held up his father's hand. Herima me'al reish b'nai t'macha b'yadai. He lifted it from the head of his son Ephraim, held it up in his hand. He lifted it from the head of his son Ephraim, held it up in his hand. So he's trying to control the situation. Yud Ches, Vayemer Yosef el Aviv, and Yosef said to his father, Loichen Avi, not so, my father, Kizeh Abachar Simyuncha al Reishai. This is the firstborn. Place your right hand on his head. Yud Tes, next verse. Vayimayin Aviv, but his father refused. Vayemer, he said, Yedaiti, v'ni Yedaiti. I know, my son, I know. I know this is the firstborn. Gam hu yilam, he too will be a nation. But Gam hu yigdal, and he will attain greatness. Menashe. Ulam ochi toin yigdal mimenu. However, his younger brother will become greater than him. V'zara yira yir malei agoyim, and his descendants will be among the multitudes of nations. Yutas. Yadaiti v'ni yadaiti. My son, I am well aware. Shua B'char, he's the firstborn. Gam hu yulam, the Gam hu yidal, he'll be a nation, he'll be great. Who is he referring to? Menashe will have a future that's great. Sh'asid Gidoin. Let's say something. Gidoin, we know, is one of the early judges in the post that one of the judges that led the Jewish people, and he came out, and he came out from Menashe. Shian Chasaris Limal Terla Israel. He will help the Jews inherit the land, settle the land, because he'll win some wars against their enemies, and he'll teach Torah to the nation. And Vizara Yeh Malei Goyim. But the younger brother will have seed, progeny, who will be the fill of the nations, literally. Or be the fill of the nations. That the entire world will be filled with the fear of his descendant, because the fame and renown of the descendant of Ephraim will spread. When? Throughout the whole world. When he will make the sun stand still at Givoin and the moon at the Ayalon Valley. Yeshua came from the Ephraim, the younger brother. Okay, Chaf. He then blessed them on that day, saying, So what did he bless both of them? By you too, you, Ephraim and Asher, all of the children of Israel, we blessed their children by your name, saying the following: Yisimcha Elokim ke'Ephraim v'Menashe. May God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. This is the blessing we say to children today. Yosem es Ephraim b'fnei Menashe, and he placed Ephraim before Menashe. Rashi. So the literal term is B'cha Yivarach Israel be blessed with you, which means that Haboy Levarach Esbanim Yivarachim Yivarach means when a Jewish person is going to bless their children, they're going to use you as a paradigm of blessing. And each will say to his son, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. The Yasim is Ephraim, he places Ephraim, B'Berchosef Menashe, he placed Ephraim with his blessing before Menashe. To give him precedence in the traveling order according to the flags and in the offering of the dedication by the leaders of the tribes by the altar. Okay, Chavalef. Vayimri Yisrael Yosef, so Yisrael said to Yosef, Hinei anechi meis. Behold, I'm about to die. V'hoyelikim imachem, and may God will be with you. Peishveschem, and he will bring you back. El eretz havasechem, to the land of your forefathers. Rashi. Ani nasa. No Rashi. Chav beis. Ani nasati l'chashchem achad al. And he continues in verse 22, I therefore, I have given you Shechem over your brothers. The Shechem, the city, that I took from the hands of the Amori, the Amorite nation, with my sword and my bow. You're going to get it as an extra portion over your brothers. Rashi, bottom of 19. Because you will trouble yourself to be occupied with my burial, I too have given you a portion in which you will be buried. Because you promised to give me a burial in Israel, in Hebron, I'm going to give you as a reward a special burial plot. Where is that? Shechem. As it says, the bones of Yosef, Israel, that the children of Israel took up in Mitzrayim, from Egypt, they buried him in Shechem. What they call today Nablus. That's where Yosef is buried. Shechem achad alachecha. Shechem, so Shechem actually can mean a portion in Hebrew, but here means literally the city, the name Shechem. It'll be an extra portion for you over your brothers. I mean, it's kind of a play on words. The city Shechem, the city Shechem will be for you on top of your brothers as a bonus. Bechar v'kashti, next page 20, Rashi says, I took Shechem with my bow and my arrow. When Shimon and Levi killed the people of Shechem, all the surrounding nations gathered together to fight them. So we didn't hear this then, but apparently it wasn't so simple. A lot of the alliances, the tribes that were allied with Shechem, went to fight Yaakov. Yaakov played Melcham connected. Yaakov armed himself with weapons against them. Another explanation of Shechem Achad. Shechem Achad means the firstborn right. That Yosef's sons would take two portions. Shechem literally means portion, as Oculus translates it. And many times you see the term Shechem. Shechem, Tashis Seinei Lefan Lachalakim, Achalka Shechem, Derech Yiratz Shechema, Yishchalke La'avde Shechem Echad. You see, Shechem means a portion. So it means either a city, or a portion, or both. Rashi says, I took from the hands of the Emiri. Who's the Emiri? From Esav, who acted like an Emiri. So this is a separate thing. Um, I took the firstborn right from Esav, who wasn't Emori, but he acted like them. They're very depraved. Another explanation of what it means the he took. I'm sorry, and I took the firstborn. So there's two ways of understanding what's going on here. One is that I'm giving you the city called Shechem. Another translation, I'm giving you the firstborn right as a bonus portion over your brothers. So it's not the city; it's the firstborn right. Had Yaakov the firstborn right, I got it from the Emori, which is code name for Esav, who acted like Emori. Or you could say he took it from Esav, why is Esav called Emori? Because he was Emor, he was a trickster with his mouth. He fooled his father Yitzchak with his mouth. Bechar Vikash, I took the firstborn right from Esav. How? With Chachmasi Tfilasi, with my wisdom and my prayers.